Uy, Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for joining us again. Thank you, the Panda Queen. Thank you, the Panda Queen. She made the lobby. She helped with scheduling. She's the best overall. We all know this by now. Anyways, we're going to be getting right into it. Let me unmute real quick so that Dakota can hear me. I do have Dakota with me here today to do the casting again. Bless you.
Hello again.
Hello, welcome. The draft has begun. We are in it. We'll be starting game one very soon. Today we have Rambunctious Rats versus Top or Feed. We have Rat on the blue side and Top on the red side today. The bans are already coming through. Got some behind the scenes stuff to do. Dakota, how you feeling about these bans so far?
I don't know a whole lot about the backstory for most of these people other than who's on this team. Edmontosaurus and LeChonkla? Those are like the two players I know the most, but I do see the Cogmod ban from Top or Feed to take away from Edmontosaurus. We do know he's good at that pick.
Good decision.
I do like the Seraphim ban. That's a general classic, a good ban just to get out of the way. Very strong champion at all stages of the game. Skarner, another good one to get rid of.
Skarner's just OP, man. What can I say? They got to keep the champ overtuned while he's new. And then they'll come around to fixing it, I'm sure. But anyways, let's see what's going to be our last ban of first game of the series here from Team Top. Team Top sounds really weird to say, I'm not going to lie. So I'll probably just say Top or Feed. But anyways, the brand ban coming through. Another champion that's just been taking over the meta for like a year now. Like they gave him some sort of jungle buff. Then Blackfire Torch came out when he started to lose popularity a little bit. So we're seeing him in mid, we're seeing him in jungle, seeing him in support. 3 roles on one champion must be a problem. He's one of those champions, no matter how he's doing, what the scoreline's looking like, he just kind of prints gold. You get assists in every single team fight. You just throw your ult in, tons of AoE damage. His laning phase isn't terrible for what he is. Just a really solid champion. Seeing Ivern first picked from Team Rat. We saw Ivern pop off yesterday when Dying Game TBH pulled it out. Also, one of the strongest junglers in the game right now, in my opinion. He's very, very underrated when you get to that point where you're putting massive shields on everyone with like a 0-second cooldown. It's absolutely nuts. So, good itemization options as well.
And I take it this is going to be something that's going to be pill for Edmontosaurus, but it could be for any of the other players possibly as well. I'm not sure who the other carry points on the team are.
Probably, yeah, probably. I know a lot of our tier 1 picks for this tournament actually ended up being ADC mains, so we're seeing a lot of comps that tend to, kind of stick to that traditional front to back or just kind of funnel this ADC to actually do their job. You typically want to play around your best players, so that's what a lot of people are doing, and it just so happens that in competitive games like this, the ADC tends to be a lot more impactful than it may be in solo queue, because you don't have to make a lot of solo plays. Once again, your team will peel for you, they'll group around you, they'll make your job a lot easier. Even though their job's easier, it doesn't necessarily make the game easier for them. It adds a lot more pressure to them, but regardless of that, we've definitely seen a trend of comps that tend to play around the ADC a lot. We're seeing some Engage locked in by Rat, the Rek'Sai locked in by Top here as well.
Ivern and Leona combo is already pretty strong. Lots of all-in, lots of like peel, lots of sustain for the fights.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Smolder is interesting for sure. We know Edmontosaurus plays a nasty Smolder. We also know the champ is in an awful spot right now. I don't know if he's gotten any better. I know they gave him a couple of buffs. But I think, didn't they buff his crit or something when he doesn't even want to build crit? It's kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the loss of a Sheen item on him probably hurt him the most. I have seen some Smolders go Triforce instead of the Essence Reaver, maybe also in conjunction, I'm not sure, but he's still going to do the same thing at the end of the day if the game drags out, so he's still going to burn people, and he's still a late game monster, but the early game I think is definitely hurt a lot more now.
Well, that's good. That's good. He was definitely in such a bad spot when all those items got reworked, especially matched against something like a Caitlyn who was really eating when those ADC items got changed. It's really, really rough for him to operate, and especially running something like a Leona. I don't know how that's going to do for him. Late game, obviously, it's great, but you've really got to survive that early, and we're walking into a Lucian Nami throughout the laning phase coming out from top, which I think is a really good answer into the Smolder. We don't see much Leona generally, so it is a surprising pick to see. I definitely don't think it's bad but it's going to make Edmontosaurus' job a lot harder in laning phase, I believe, because there's no way they're ever winning an all-in, especially with an Ivern jungle as well, right? I'm pretty sure they just lose 2v3 if they're able to outplay the Ivern Leona, so...
Yeah, this could be more of just a... I suspect they play safe in bot lane, and the Leona just kind of just uses her point-and-click Q to stun Lucian if he ever tries to all-in those Smolder. Just keep him at bay, body block him, and I think that's going to be the goal here, and just let Edmontosaurus scale. We do see a Malphite ban from Rat, and we see Fiora and Hui on top of feed being banned. We'll see what the last pick from Rat is.
Yeah, true. Fiora's a very specific ban as well. Most people that play Fiora typically one-trick her, but I know she has a lot of really, really free matchups in the top lane, so potentially they're looking to play something that's very weak into Fiora, or we're looking at Team Rat potentially having just a really talented Fiora player here, so we will have to see. The Rumble ban, of course. Good lane ban. Volibear.
I see. I'm pretty sure Fiora... I'm not sure on the matchup, but I can imagine maybe Fiora actually gives Volibear a hard time. Possibly.
Maybe so. Maybe so. There's a cool new Volibear build going around with the Rod of Ages and... what is it? They go Rod of Ages into the Sundered Sky, I think?
It's Flicker Blade. And
right.
Yep. And for those that don't know, Flicker Blade on auto attacks lowers the cooldown of basic abilities. I'm not sure by the exact amount, but it is significant enough for someone like Volibear, coupled with the attack speed. The crit doesn't really matter, but with the attack speed and with the AP, which also, if those also don't know, the more AP Volibear has, his passive also gives him bonus attack speed, so he will be getting those attacks in and keep his cooldowns constantly going. Very good for trading at that 2-item spike.
Absolutely. I think it's like a flat 1 second per auto attack, I think, but we are seeing it answered with the Renekton. Oh, hang on. He says it's percentage of remaining cooldown, so Volley gets more Qs and more Ws, and the Jack of all trades gives 25 adaptive damage. That makes sense. He's probably a really good user of Jack of all trades. I never thought about that. I don't have any champions that really want to run it, but I think Renekton will be a good pick nonetheless. Breaks the shield, really nice short trades with him. Good mobility, good healing, and we are seeing the Tristana mid. Lots of, pretty much just full AD coming out from Team Rat. Will be able to easily itemize armor if you're on Team Top. And we're seeing LeBlanc into Tristana, which is definitely a counter to LeBlanc as far as I understand. It's a very rough matchup for LeBlanc, but we'll see how they're able to make it work.
I believe the LeBlanc may be specifically to gun down Smolder as best as they can, just in case. Because LeBlanc can still have the ability to chase Smolder even if Smolder uses his E. Also, on the note earlier about full AD on Rat, once Smolder can build some AP as well if he needs to. It does help. And once his passive kicks in at 225 stacks and doing the true damage as well, burn, will definitely help as well. So the champion can have 3 different damage types rolling in if he really desires it, but it will take a lot of time and a lot of gold to get to that point.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if he's a Jack of all trades abuser. That might be something interesting to run on him as well. But anyways, we will be getting into it. Let me make sure I'm not griefing everyone on Discord. Okay, perfect. Anyways, the delay has begun. Here are the comps.
It's interesting how in I just want to know, it's just interesting how on the client it shows blue team names, but it doesn't show the red team names. It shows them as enemy team.
Yeah, it is weird. I guess spectators are automatically blue team for some context on what we're talking about. It is weird.
Someone saw the Elden Ring.
Yes, that has been taking up most of my time that League used to, so Elden Ring has been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying the DLC quite a bit. Dakota has actually been watching me fight this lion dance boss for way too many times, but then I fixed my build and I actually just beat him about 10 minutes before the stream started. I had to get on and do that real quick.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, it's okay. But no, that's a really cool boss. I have to plug Elden Ring like everyone does. It's like the most overhyped game, but it's for a reason. It's for a reason. The game is really good. You should check it out. Be patient with it. You might like it. This isn't Overwatch. No, not yet, but we will be going into an Overwatch tournament soon. I know I promised a lot of Overwatch stuff for you guys, but we haven't really been around to it. The league tournaments have been taken over, but after this one, we're going to take a short little break from the league tournaments. It'll be back in a few months. Not too long. Don't worry. We'll be getting back into them soon, but we do want to make time for an Overwatch event. And for any of you that don't play Overwatch, but you might be interested in doing so, you might be surprised how fast you can learn that game. It's definitely got a learning curve, but we've got a lot of people here willing to help. So if you want to participate in something like that in the future, check it out. Feel free to reach out to Fish. Fish is the Overwatch aficionado. Very, very good at the game. He taught me how to play the game. So definitely would recommend it. Anyways, should be coming up towards the end of our spectator delay here. We're not. We still have 2 minutes. You know what time it is.
The Lodal time?
It is Lodal time. Most definitely. And they paused. Okay, so they paused as soon as we got in the lobby, so it'll be a little bit of time. Guess today's League of Legends champion. Yesterday I guessed Talia, and I got it first try. Dakota, what's your main champion nowadays?
Ooh, I don't know. That's an interesting question. I've been playing more like I might have to pull up my op.gg. It might be Kaisa or Jhin nowadays.
Yeah, I think I've always seen you play a lot of Jinx, so we're gonna say Jhin because I have a feeling it's Jhin, and my feeling was incorrect. We got pretty much everything wrong. It is a mana range champion, released before 2016. Not a bot lane, not human, not male, not Ionia. So we're thinking a female mana ranged mid-top jungle or support potentially. Orianna is JZ Jax's guess. Let's see. It is not a mid laner though, so I like the Syndra guess, but it wouldn't be that or the Zoe guess. So what about Sona? Okay, it is a support, a mana female support that is ranged, released after 2010, before 2016.
Lulu?
Could be Lulu. I think, was Lulu a release champion?
No,
it is Lulu though. Hey.
Oh,
Perfect.
It looks like we're loading into the game.
Yes, we are. Going right into it. We do have a pause as far as I understand, so bear with us for a little bit. We are seeing Senja use the new LeBlanc skin. We really like to see that. Senja is a new member of the team. We've had some dropouts this tournament. It's a bit unlucky. It happens, but, you know, what can we do? What can we do?
Jungle has been abducted by aliens or something. Very interesting.
New skin is cool, but the chromas are bad. Interesting. I haven't unlocked the last chroma. I really wanted to keep playing the battle pass to get that, but Elden Ring needs to chill out. Lotl, go back. Okay, we'll go back to Lotl real quick. Go back real quick while we're in the pause. Okay. So we did guess Lulu. That was correct. Okay, Embrace the Darkness. I mean, this one's pretty much just Nocturne, right? Yeah. Too easy. Oh, you can't see? Oh, it's the overlay. The overlay griefed me. I'm sorry. Okay, this is
okay.
Rumble. Cute. Easy. They really need to update the splash art on that. That looks terrible. Okay, emojis. This is the fun one. I already have my guess, but I'll let you guys take some guesses. I think it's pretty easy. Here we go. Oh, Diana
looks
is a
like
good
Orianna
guess.
to me.
I was gonna say
Oh, that might be Hazel.
Yeah. Alright. Splash art time. This is
It looks like looks like both teams are ready, by the way.
Oh, perfect. I guess I call you Jinx.
I think that's
back in it, I think.
Yep, we are starting the game now.
It says play will resume in 0 seconds, so.
Okay.
There we go. And I am at 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep.
Sweet.
Alrighty, let's see how both teams start out. As far as where they go. It looks like red team is pinging to hold the line of vision, which is standard play. Let's see what rat does.
I'm curious to see if we see Ivern attempt to go for a steal on an early game camp. We know Ivern can do it more easily than any other champion. He just simply smites it, no one-shots it after he blesses it with his passive. But anyways. Wait. I got really confused because I saw Leona mid for a second. It just didn't make sense. Okay, anyways. As far as the rosters go, we're looking at Team Rat versus Team Top. On Team Rat, we have Frosty's in the top lane on Renekton versus Angry Enchilada on the Volibear. For the jungle matchup, we have Stinging Chicken on Team Top for the Rek'Sai. And then we have Ivern, Mr. Grizzly Fungus 69, who is sitting on a ward now. Looks like they were able to get some vision. That's one really cool thing about LeBlanc I always like to point out is you can really easily get vision safely during these kind of early game standoffs, just because you can go back to your W. Really, really versatile there. So they are going to be seeing Grizzly Fungus 69 starting on the Raptors here. And for the mid lane, we have Hamea on Tristana versus Sinja on LeBlanc. In the bot lane, we have Edmontosaurus versus Ping Spam on the ADC, and Amikio versus LeChonkla on support.
Okay.
As expected, we are seeing the push go over to Ping Spam and LeChonkla here on Team Top. They have a lot of early game priority just to the pressure of the trades. So we're going to see if they capitalize off this level 2 or not. Oh, Nami using E before the level 2 is very bad there, though. They lose out on a lot, potentially. That E is going to be on cooldown when they hit level 2. Oh, never mind. Never mind, actually.
It's a fairly short cooldown. It's like 7-8 seconds.
Yeah, there we go. It was up in time, and a really nice trade onto Edmontosaurus. Able to take out half of his HP. Music is still on, thank you. I don't know why it is. Forgive me.
This isn't the worst spot for Smolder, though. Smolder does want it to be kind of near here.
True. We're seeing some really good trading onto Angry Enchilada. He's in a terrible spot here. Quick shield onto Frosty is going to result in a kill. We're actually seeing Frosty's forced to flash. Oh my god, wait, this could be really bad. Angry Enchilada just 1v2s at level 3 on the Volibear. He gets off the crash. This is going to be a really, really nice slow push back into him. He's in a perfect spot now. An amazing 1v2, which is really good for Volibear, especially considering he's going to be opting into this Rod of Ages build, which, as you know, the item components for Rod of Ages is kind of garbage, not going to lie. Especially that Catalyst item, it just gives you mana and health, and it costs so much money. So he's really, really happy to have that kind of accelerated by getting that 1v2. But well played to Angry Enchilada. He was just able to ego that with Renekton there. I'm not sure if Renekton W'd too early and missed the shield. I was kind of caught off track by that. But anyways, we're going to see how Maya go in for a very aggressive trade onto LeBlanc as well. Despite being a level down, will win that trade. Just the nature of the matchup. Very good matchup for Tristana.
I do want to point out that Angry Enchilada did not come back with Art of Ages components. He came back with a chain vest and boots. Oh,
okay, interesting. Maybe he opts for that just because either he doesn't like the Rod of Ages build, or he really feels that he needs the armor to make it through the laning phase. Could be that case.
Could also be that they might view the Rod of Ages Flicker Blade build as like more of a solo queue build.
Oh, he's going Iceborne because they're full AD. That's a really good point by JZ
That
Jax.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Very good point. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, they'll be able to itemize armor really easily. Even LeBlanc can run into the Zonias pretty quickly. You know, Volibear Rek'Sai, obviously, if we can get the Death Stance on the Rek'Sai there. So definitely going to be kind of tough for Team Rat to pull this out. The Tristana pick is definitely kind of putting them in a chokehold here. I think a mage could have done pretty well. But regardless, it's good into LeBlanc, so we can count on Hamea to snowball this game. We've seen him perform even in not the best matchups, so. Lots of action in the bot lane as expected. LeChonkla is going to get rooted by Leona here. And they're going to be actually just continuing this. And Amikio will be able to actually pick up the kill onto the Nami. You'd rather see it on Edmonto, but that's totally fine. The E is going to land. Going to be able to force the flash from Pink Spam here. And Edmontosaurus does miss quite a few minions for that play, but they're more than happy for it. getting the flash off the loose and not only makes the ganks easier for him, but just makes his whole laning phase a lot easier. Definitely not as threatened by the all-in engage there. So Frosty's playing into Angry Enchilada here, getting ganked by Stinging Chicken as well. Frosty's just going to be having a really rough time in this lane, I think. Very good gank by the Rek'Sai.
I do believe it. Yeah, very good dive by Rek'Sai. The Renekton is not even level 6 yet to even mitigate the damage on the dive, so pretty unfortunate for Renekton there.
Yeah, most definitely. We do see Rek'Sai kind of pathing towards mid here. Haumea should be totally fine, has the jump available, has flash if he needs it. Meanwhile, Ivern is actually just soloing the dragon. The crowd was there, so he queued over the wall. We know that Ivern does dragon very, very slowly, so we're going to force Edmontosaurus to come over, which is not ideal because he's probably going to have to delay his reset here. The wave is going to be pushed back into him if Ping Spam plays this correctly. Yeah, Monto's going to have to just go back to base after this one. This is, you know, a very early, aggressive dragon play that we're seeing here, but could be worth it for them. They do want to stack dragons, having Edmontosaurus on the Smolder, so will be worth it for them in the long run, but they're definitely going to take a little bit of punishment through the early game here. But is it worth it? If Edmontosaurus is confident in surviving it, especially with Ping Spam having no sums, maybe it is worth. Stinging Chicken going to be able to cross-map these Void Grubs, and Lechonkla's ganking mid here. Probably not going to be able to get too much in this case. Haumea can just jump away. Never mind. He jumps on
from the
cooldown.
Tristana. Oh, it's going to be...
Oh, we really have Haumea committing for that.
Ooh, we do see the kill go over to top or feed on that, but it did unfortunately go to Lechonkla on the Nami. But still, again, just like the Smolder situation, it made the matchup for LeBlanc a little easier for the moment. And another unfortunate gank on the Renekton top lane. Frosty's is having a bad time up top lane right now. The Volibear is incredibly strong now.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty much impossible for Frosties to match that. Somehow, LeBlanc did manage to get the wave in, I suppose with some help from the Nami. But that was looking like a scary wave to get in for her at such low HP. Didn't lose any tempo there, though. Angry Enchilada, a complete demon right now, has the Demolish. Probably going to be able to take this top tower really, really soon, given the fact he does have that Demolish, and Frosty's just unable to play. We see him just going for the fight here, trying to pull Frosties off of that CS, and he'll be able to easily proxy here with his passive. Yeah, Angry Enchilada is kind of a raid boss already. Definitely not what you want to see on a Volibear. And we've seen Angry Enchilada perform with a gold lead before, so very, very
yeah, this is very, very scary. I believe he will be coming back with his Iceborne now. Yes, he has completed Iceborne Gauntlet. This is he is now incredibly strong now. We do see some trading in bot lane. Smolder is chunked out a bit right now, but nothing we didn't really expect with the Lucian Nami. But let's check and see how many stacks the Smolder has right now.
44. He has 44. I feel like, I don't know, what do you think about that? I'm not really up to date on how many stacks he should have.
I believe... I'm not the greatest at Smolder, believe it or not. When he was strong, I didn't perform that well on him, so what does that say about me? But during the early game... as he gets more stacks, it becomes increasingly easier. So before he hits 25, you're not really going to hit a lot. And then once he gets 25, as we see Edmont is doing right now, you hit the minions in a way to where you do that small splash, you kill them all at once, and then 125, you can just start like just hit cooldown because you should be at your 2-item spike. At that, once you hit the 125 mark, you should be able to just get your stacks increasingly fast. So around, if you're doing well, 25 minutes or so, 25 to 28 minutes, you should have your 225 and be online. But that all depends on how well the game goes. But we do see a little trading from Enchilada on Frosties again. There could be a possible dive here. Volibear does have ults. We do see the Ivern pathing up to help mitigate the problem.
Oh, this could be a shutdown on the Angry Enchilada if he's not careful. Daisy has been projected out. The Q will go wide, but I don't think it really matters. Volibear's in a pretty uncomfortable spot here. We do have Rek'Sai actually pathing towards the top side in order to try and counter this whole situation. This could go either way, to be honest.
We do see Tristana and LeBlanc as well.
LeBlanc does have first move, another stun landed on the Frosties. Frosty's might just go down here. That's a kill for Sinja. Grizzly Fungus going to use the shield to try and protect himself. Angry Enchilada will happily tank those tower plates with the armor that he has. And we see 2 kills onto the LeBlanc. Already a very fed LeBlanc. This is where you want to be on her at this stage of the game. Ideally, you really need to snowball throughout the early game to be a very impactful champion. Compared to a lot of other assassins, LeBlanc does have some weaknesses, but in this case, we're going to see her probably come back into lane and dominate the laning phase. I do like the Merc Treads purchase that we're seeing from the Tristana here. Definitely going to help negate that a little bit. Oh, and we're going to see an engagement bot lane from Namikio. The ult and the E is going to land. The bubble is going to land onto Edmontosaurus, though, and Pink Spam is very healthy. Edmontosaurus needs to try and get out of here. Namikio going to die for his ADC. Her ADC, excuse me. I don't know how Edmontosaurus is going to be. He's probably going to be fine. He's got his team rotating. Ivern and Triss will hover towards the bot side to prevent him from dying there. Now he has to stay in lane, try to cash in some stacks, while Rek'Sai will path towards the top side and pick up the next set of grubs for herself. Oh!
Oh, so a flash from Edmontosaurus to try and escape that Lucian all-in. That is the one unfortunate thing about Smolder at this point of the game. Let's see what Smolder's side to say. We just have a BF sword and a Coalfield hammer. Not a lot of damage with all-in to help the Leona and take down whoever Leona decides to pick on. So just a little lacking on the damage department. If Smolder had just a little bit more. I also missed kind of some of the play. I'm not sure if someone flashed.
I don't think so. Maybe
do see
Nami flashed. Yeah, we did see Smolder trade the flashes there, but...
Okay. So that's probably what happened there. So it probably would have likely been a good engage. So we do see Rek'Sai complete another round of grubs. So that will be, I believe, 6 grubs for... Is that 6 grubs for a topper feed now?
It is. It will be 6 grubs, which is very beneficial for Angry Enchilada on the Volley Bear. Especially with how dominant he is in lane right now. But yeah, going back to that bot lane engage, it was a really clean, pretty much perfect engage by Namikio there, but we do kind of fall into that issue where we're not seeing a lot of damage come out from the Smolder just because we can't. The TP comes through. Angry Enchilada is willing to fight with his team here. He's very, very strong. And honestly, Topper Feed just rolls over this team fight. There's really nothing that Team Rat can do here. Pretty unfortunate. We do want to be playing for the Dragons if we are Team Rat, but unfortunately, the pressure being created by Team Top here in order to prevent that is just too much. So at this point, you kind of have to just take your losses, continue trying to scale up, and realize, like, hey, we're not going to win fights right now. They have a Rek'Sai, we have an Ivern, they have a LeBlanc, we have a Tristana. We're looking at pretty much a full scaling team besides the Renekton potentially. Trying to play into a very strong early game team. You know, the Lucian Nami, extremely strong early. LeBlanc, Rek'Sai, extremely strong early. Top side, doesn't really matter too much, but especially whenever we see Angry Enchilada making the TP play down there with how fed he is, it's just unwinnable. No matter how well you play it, you can't mechanically outplay that much of a gold difference, that much of just a champion difference in general. So hope to see Team Rat start to give some of these dragons away.
I think for Team Rat to hopefully come back in is let the Smolder scale for a little bit longer and mitigate their losses. They're going to have to take some L's on some objectives, I think. But if they do that and manage to let Smolder scale up, because right now Smolder's not too far behind on gold at the moment. We do see the Essence Raver completed. So we should be able to see a lot more damage incoming. Way more waves coming in. This also means more stacks.
Absolutely, and he's sitting at 85 right now, which seems to be okay at this rate. I would imagine he can get to 225 by about 25 minutes, hopefully.
I believe so. As long as he gets the farm. With the strength of Topper Feed right now, it may be a little difficult to actually push waves without the potential of going in all in from, like, say, the Nami wave, Lucian back, Massage, or just LeBlanc. And we do see the Volibear and the LeBlanc go on Frosties again. I believe Frosties is going to get taken down once again. Yeah.
I mean, Frosties doesn't even have an item completed yet here. Looking at a LeBlanc with tier 2 boots, Ludens, and the Volibear with this whole garage sale build going on right now. So very, very tough for him to deal with. I do like to see how Grizzly Fungus is playing here. He's really, really trying to funnel into the spot side. I don't think they can reasonably take this tower, but regardless, the pressure is something the Smolder is very happy with. They need to be willing to give up a lot of the value on their top side here in order to try and make something happen on the bot side, or at least create some space for Edmontosaurus. A really nice play by Haumea might result in a kill onto the Nami, but the exhaust is perfectly timed. Will slow him to the point where he cannot catch back up, despite having the fleet footwork there. And then we're going to see them just kind of back away, and they might actually try to just take the tower here. It looks like they are.
Yep. So, I mean, they got both of Nami's Psalms, and they got the tower, so not the worst trade possible. If anything, they needed that gold income on Reds. But we do see the Volibear pushing down. There's no longer a tier 2 on top side for Ret.
Yeah, it's very, very hard to play around this top side, given the way that your Renekton is as far as gold income goes, especially against that raid boss of a Volibear. I mean, looking at Grizzly Fungus's options here, there really aren't many. I think the play he made was perfect. He went down bot side just trying to get something, trying to salvage this game for what they can. But right now they're at a 7,000 gold deficit at only 16 minutes in the game. This is going to be ramping really, really quickly. They just need to be very careful and allow some time for Smolder to scale. And even if we do get to that point, is Smolder a strong enough champion to carry this game? With the funnels that he has on his team, potentially. But regardless, it's definitely going to be a test of Edmontosaurus' skill. And we know he has it, but doesn't make it easy.
No. I think, so the way for the team, the thing is, we're talking about Rat needs to mitigate their losses and let Smolder scale, but the same also goes, or the opposite goes for Top or Feed. If they don't close this game out, they could possibly lose to a ticking time bomb in the Smolder if they don't play this well. So I would like to see them possibly try to close this game out when Baron comes up, possibly. If they don't want the Smolder to come online, because at a certain point, Ivan's shields are going to be too big. The Renekton will switch over from being a duelist to more of a peel. We're going to see the back massage from Lucian to chunk out Ivern.
Oh, a very nice route by Namikio.
Ooh, we see the TP in from the Volibear. Oh, this could be big. No, there's not. There's still a tower here.
They can just take the tower,
they could have gone down this tower.
Yeah, they have no anti-siege.
And this will be another objective shutdown if they get this tower. Doesn't look like they'll be able to get it at the moment.
I don't know. They might be able to if they all just stand in front of the Smolder here. They have Tristana tower damage, which is just absolutely massive. Angry Enchilada really looking to try and contest this skirmish. But he's taking a lot of damage in the process. Will be able to pick up a kill onto the Leona and the Ivern here. It looks like he is just too strong. They're just 3v5 running into them.
He is incredibly strong. We do see the Frozen Heart complete on him, and now he has a Spirit Visage. Or it looks like he's working on a Spirit Visage. He's way too strong, and we're seeing the effects of not having any AP damage here.
Yeah, that armor is definitely causing some problems. We saw Tristana or Haumea in a very nice position there to actually pop off and get some kills onto the squishies, but the aura from the Frozen Heart, it just completely griefs you as an attack speed or attack damage based champion, especially when you're going that Blade of the Ruined King build. So definitely not an ideal situation for Haumea. Would have been a very nice play if the Frozen Heart was not on the map at that time. But yeah, it looks like another dragon will be going over to top or feed in this case.
And we do see the Spirit Visage actually completed on the Volibear, so now his sustain is actually incredible now. Zeta will actually help his bite on his W, help him even more. And it'll make his shields bigger too from his E.
Absolutely, and it comes to the question of, is it worth itemizing Grievous Wounds, especially when we're so behind? My answer, I think this game is yes, just because of how easily Ivern can actually apply it. Ivern's not really a champion super reliant on gold anyways, so I think being able to pick up that Oblivion Orb is going to be pretty beneficial for them. They do have to address the Rek'Sai healing and the Nami healing. I completely missed the kill onto Haumea, but well played to Stinging Chicken, able to pick up that kill.
Also to note, we haven't been talking about the Rek'Sai. The Rek'Sai also has 2 items completed. Very, very strong comparatively to everyone else as well in the game, where most people only have 1 item right now.
They were able to pick up a kill on King Spam, who's overextended though. That's pretty good for them. Don't think that was a shutdown, but still very nice. Smolder's at 150 stacks now.
Yeah, this is more in line. This is starting to be more in line with where Smolder stack should be about now. With, of course, the obvious pressure from the topper feed. So if they hang in there, this could possibly go more into Rat's favor, but we'll see.
It definitely could. It looks like they're probably just going to have to give away this Baron on spawn, I would imagine, we see Topper Feed transition to that objective rather quickly. But we do need to kind of address the issue of potentially getting inhibitor too early. We're looking at 20 minutes now, but if you're not able to end the game off of the inhibitor push, or at least getting multiple inhibitors in the process, that just creates a lot of free farm for Smolder, and that's exactly what he wants right now. 10,000 gold lead on Topper Feed here. Angry Enchilada holding most of it. We'll take a look at the gold differences here. We have Volley Bear with double Frosty's gold. And now this is no flame to Frosty. I mean, he had just an unlucky start. You know, you can't always play every lane perfectly, but this just kind of shows the nature of top lane in general as well, especially when strong-sided. You're gonna be able to not play the game. They decided that Frosties, you weren't gonna be a champion this game. And that's not on you, but it is what it is, so they made it happen. You see the Baron started. Angry Enchilada pathing towards the mid lane, trying to potentially stop this wave and save the mid tower. We have a very nice flank by Sinja as well. They could easily 2v4 this, I think, if played properly. LeBlanc already using ult.
We do see the mid tower go down. That is an objective shutdown for Team Rat. And it looks like Namikia will be going down.
For her team again. Namikia will be dying for her team, but hey, someone's got to do it. Montesaurus picking up the Raptors.
Oh. Back massage from Lucian. Daisy, unfortunately, took the whole thing, or most of it. We do see a dive from Rek'Sai. Oh, Frosties will go down. This is tough. Starting to snowball off control. Now it's a 12k lead for Topper Feed.
Yeah, we're looking at potential stacks for Smolder in this, though. We have LeBlanc flashing in over to take down the Ivern. We have Angry Enchilada using his ult to get on top of Haumea as well. Excuse me, on top of Namikio again, who will be dying one more time. The inhibitor will go down. Don't think they're going to be able to push any further here. Probably just one more wave and leave.
I mean, they do have 6 scrubs and Baron. I would not be surprised. I would push for this end right here. This should be the end of the game.
Oh, I guess it will be,
this is the end of the game.
They just have too many resources available, too big of a gold lead. Once again, we're ending this game at about a 15,000 gold lead, which is just absolutely massive.
Yep, and this goes back to what I said earlier, where if we do want the Smolders to scale, but I also said that Topper Feed does not want the Smolder to scale, and we do want, I did want to see a Baron at 20-ish minutes, and they did exactly that. They took their gold lead, their momentum on the map, got the Baron, grouped together, and got their picks, and pushed it down. So very well done to Topper Feed. Nice try from Rat to try and hang in there as best as they could.
Yeah, they definitely did their best, but I mean, once again, you draft a pretty much full scaling comp, and then they answered with a full early game comp, and we just really, really like to see the way that Topper Feed played that. Very disciplined, very fast, and that's how you want to play out games like that. So they were able to pull it out quickly. I mean, the game seemed like a steamroll, but once again, it's just kind of the nature of the draft, I believe, in addition to just not really having any room to make those early game mistakes. Makes it super, super hard for Team Rat to actually get any results out of that game at any point. All right. Just a little bit of time here for the behind the scenes. Let's get the side select. Okay, it looks like we're getting a roster swap from Team Rat. Okay, so leave us just a few minutes of time here. While we're doing that, we'll get back to the LOL, and then I'm sure we'll do some ranked, all the classic stuff. Whose knees are these? Whose knees are these?
I think you need to change your stream overlay.
Did I
still
not?
see the topper.
Oh, studio mode griefed me. Excuse me. OBS is a funky little software sometimes. Kiana, that's a good guess actually. I think it is Kiana. Yeah, good job.
It's true damage, Kiki.
Yes, I think the Panda Queen moment.
Kiki.
True damage, Kiana. Don't see a lot of Kiana. I saw her a lot towards the beginning of the split. She was really strong. But a lot of the people who play her are one tricks. So
Incredibly hard champion to perform on. Well.
okay. What should we do? Should we do siblings or dating or League of Legends? Guess the rank. I kind of like the siblings or dating. It's funny. It's a little uncomfortable sometimes. Okay. Okay, I mean, a lot of it can be determined by the pose. Once again, the man's hand is low on the waist instead of like over the shoulder. I feel like over the shoulder is more of a sibling thing. We're going to say dating. They are dating indeed. Oh my god, bro, if these are siblings, it's gonna be kind of weird. Okay. These are 100% siblings, I think. Or it's a first date awkward type situation. We're gonna say siblings. Wow, first date for sure. Okay.
Dating.
I think so. We're seeing the heads lean in quite close here. We're going to say dating again. Sorry, Demonic. We're just saying everything the opposite of what you are, but they were dating indeed. This one's kind of hard. I don't know. I want to say siblings. I think we're going to go siblings. Hey, we got it. Okay, I'm going to let you guys look at this uncomfortably long time so I could set up the draft for them. Excuse me. Oops. Okay. Yo, is this a filter or something? Why is his beard so clean? His beard is so clean. That shit is trimmed up.
That looks photoshopped as can be.
It really does. Prophet is saying siblings. I think they're dating, but I'm gonna say siblings. They are siblings, okay.
Yeah, the eyebrows, man.
These guys are definitely siblings. Dating, okay. The hand on the chest, definitely dating. Head leaned down. However, I think he's just too tall for the picture. He's just too tall. I think we're saying siblings here. Hey. Definitely dating. Easy. Okay, sweet. Let's go to League. Not Rocket League, not that league. Or not anything about that game. Sib, what does that mean?
A sibling.
Oh, I see, I'm stupid. Okay. Is it an Earth game? What am I watching? What just happened? Hold up, I gotta watch this again. Okay. What? I don't even know what to think about this clip. I'm just gonna say Diamond. Who's Master? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to think about that one. Alright, if anyone is playing Rise top, they're either Masters Plus or Gold. That's just how it goes. I don't make the rules. -1. How did that land? What's the point of ulting there? Does it spawn more tentacles around him?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, no. For that?
She ulted nothing. I mean, I assume it was intentional. Just hit level 6 as well.
Let me see this clip. I'm watching the clip.
I don't know about this. I'm gonna say gold. It's platinum, same thing. Alright.
Oh, the ult didn't even work. So the way the Lowy ult works is like if she pulls a soul, and per champion she hits, it spawns. I'm not sure how many tentacles. I think it's 1 per champion. It spawns an X amount, I think, plus per champion. But the Rise just got hit by the tentacle. He just didn't dodge.
I see. Looking at this clip, I don't know. Let's see. Ashe isn't kiting. Ashe is most definitely kiting, just not very well. The flash was... she flashed nothing. The spells had already come out. We'll watch it one more time. I mean... kind of weird. Yeah, that, like... I'm gonna say plat. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna say plat here. Gold, okay. Two close ones. We're seeing Olaf. What was that axe, Olaf? Everfrost. Locked screen, weird name. Yeah, this is Challenger. I'm gonna disagree with you there and say that this is silver. I think this is silver. Hey, there we go. Okay, Katarina. Keyboy 49. It's a weird positioning. I hate clips like this because, like, Katarina is definitely a difficult champion, but, like, this was, like, not a difficult thing to do. So it's very hard to tell.
I mean, it also looks like the cat is extremely fed, so, like, I don't know. Yeah. I feel like a bronze cat could do this.
Yeah, I want to say this is, like, silver again. Hey, we're on a roll.
Yeah. I think a
make sure we're not like missing draft here. We're definitely missing draft. That's okay. We always need to fill some space anyways. The draft has begun.
I didn't even see them say it was ready in the client. So
yeah, me either. That is okay. The draft has begun. Top or feed will be on the blue side this time. We have Brand locked in first into an Amumu Blitzcrank pick, into a Pantheon Ezreal pick. Seeing the Ezreal is very interesting. We don't see that very often, but yeah, Brand Pantheon did not get banned this time. We're seeing the Twitch come out from Advantosaurus. We know he's good at that champion as well. Probably gave up on the Smolder, realizing like it might just be doomed, okay? Even though we know he's cracked at Smolder. it's a little bit tough to make them work right now. But Twitch, always very, very reliable, very cheesy. Always going to be putting out some damage, especially with the Blitzcrank. Very good setup for him as well. A Blanc band coming through.
The bot lanes that we're looking at right now can be pretty volatile. Pantheon Ezreal was quite a popular lane. I forget, was it 2 seasons ago? Pantheon Ezreal just running him. Pantheon just gives Ezreal the correct setup for his WQ. Just lets him all in pretty strongly. But the Blitzcrank Twitch has a lot of all-in potential as well. But I believe because of the Pantheon, it makes it where Blitzcrank does not want to pull the Pantheon.
Yeah.
And if Ezreal times it right, he can arcane shift to where the Blitzcrank hook does not matter.
True.
But,
he can buffer that out for sure. Definitely good picks into Blitzcrank here.
That being said, later in the game, if Ezreal is ever out by himself, Twitch can just go hee and just assassinate Ezreal. But I believe in the 5v5 comp situation like this, Ezreal will be playing very closely with his team.
Volley rip in, missed that one. Definitely warranted after that performance. Angry Enchilada just tearing it up. We're gonna get the red team.
I wonder, what's the history on top of feet with the brand? Is it going to be support, or not support, but is this like jungle?
I believe it's brand jungle. I'm pretty certain.
Like a nice late game assurance policy. The brand will do well into the Sion and Mumu with the IMC will build, but with the Amumu and the Sion, it's just 2 powerhouse, like just big boys in front of on the red team. With the Blitzcrank as well, Twitch has quite the wall to stand behind.
Yeah, he really does. I like the Sion pick here quite a bit. Definitely one of those champions that can easily be weak-sided. Set, I imagine, is a pretty good pick into it, though.
Yeah, one Sion ult into Twitch, that is bye-bye. And with the current build that Set is going with the Heartsteel, I'm not sure if he's going Titanic or not, I can't remember. And then the Warren's Bloodmail, Set's going to do 6,000 damage, possible true damage with his W once he has a 3-item spike. Pretty disgusting at full true grit. So we'll see how that plays out later, but that's something we'll have to look out for later whenever Set ults the Sion. Then we see the Sylas come in. Sylas has some good ults to pull here, other than the Twitch, I believe. The Twitch ult doesn't really do much, but the Amumu ult, Blitzcrank ult, and the Akali ult definitely are very strong on the Sylas, I believe.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more. Anyways. Left team has a lot of variety in damage, right? I feel like Twitch needs to go bonkers if they want to win. True, but once again, I think we're looking at another situation where we're really just kind of pocketing around at Montesaurus here. We do see how Maya on the Akali, that he can perform on that. I mean, once again, we're seeing the Sylas versus Akali matchup. We've already discussed it's Sylas favored at the end of the day, if both players are competent, which we know they are in this case. So, curious to see how this one goes. We have some good ults for Sylas. The Amumu ult, the Blitzcrank ult is surprisingly good on Sylas, as well as the Sion and Akali ult. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Getting the champions locked in now.
How does Twitch ult work on Sylas? I'm very curious.
I think you just get the increased attack speed, and that's it. It's pretty terrible. Yeah, definitely don't want to be taking that. With my recent experiences in learning Sylas, I've learned that's not an ult that I want to take. Zac ult can work, but is very usually not good because you're basically locked into the Zac ult animation the entire time without being able to use any other spells. So it's kind of awkward. Definitely can work in niche situations, but don't want to be grabbing that as soon as you see the Zac show up to use it in a team fight most of the time, unless you're extremely fed and can one-shot your target. Also, Bel'Veth ultimate. You'd expect it to be okay, but once you pick up the coral, like, I don't know if you get her bonuses from it or what, but regardless, they're not very impactful on Sylas anyways. And you're actually locked out of using your ult because you have the coral until it expires for like a long time. And if you pick up another one, then it refreshes, of course. So you're looking at like, what is that, like 2 minutes probably, 3 minutes where you can't use Sylas ult because you took Bel'Veth ult for some stats you don't really care about? No bueno. Definitely no bueno on the champion.
Well, we're gonna have our spectator delay here. Got about 2.5 minutes we have to wait before we get to see the action.
Sorry, it's a chill night. I mean, we're doing this on a Sunday night, so I'm just kind of vibing. I'm listening to the lo-fi. We've discussed the comps already. We'd love the 3-minute spectate delay. It makes things very interesting, but hey, hope you guys are having a good night.
Oh, I don't think... Have you set up bets for the chat?
No, I didn't. Thank you for reminding me. I actually didn't do it for last game.
Everyone put your rocks on your favorite team. We have just over a minute before we get into the action. I'll be right back.
No worries. Okay, 2 minutes for predictions here. I'll let you guys get them in. And it looks like we're going on into it.
I have returned.
Welcome back. We are in game. Oh, and I'm sorry, the brand pick was Lechonkla, actually. I completely griefed that one. We're actually seeing a Pantheon jungle, which is not what I expected at all. The Blitzcrank pick becomes a little bit more valuable in this case, for sure.
Definitely.
I can't tell you the last time I've seen a Pantheon jungle, so I'm excited to see what Stinging Chicken can bring out here. Putting Grizzly Fungus on the Amumu, though, is pretty nice. Oh, we do see Blue Lava Lamp in the top lane now on the Scion. Very, very good pick, and we know Blue Lava Lamp is a very good player as well. We see the entire team of Rat walking into the red side, sorry, the blue side of Team Topper Feed here. Both teams stacked up. Anytime there's a Blitzcrank in the game, things change pretty quick.
Indeed. Now, even though it's not Pantheon Ezreal bot lane, it's still kind of a poke lane, or it can be, with the brand like E on inflamed targets. Pretty easy poke to land on your opponents, but with it being Blitzcrank, it could turn pretty sour for Topper Feed if Blitz ever gets a hook. So they have to be very, very careful. We did see a little trading from Macaulay and the Sylas in mid lane.
Definitely, and this is very Akali favorite at the very start of the matchup, just because Sylas doesn't have any answer to the range Q poke. Does have to walk over the minions himself, so it can be pretty miserable. And I think a lot of the laning phase kind of falls down to how Akali can play it early, but as we can see, Sinja already retaliating with the E2 onto Hamea will net him to win the trade, which means the laning phase is probably going to go into his favor pretty soon if he's able to avoid the upcoming Q poke from Akali. Very nice crash for him to play off of as well. Might see Hamea just go for the cheater here. I want to see crit Sylas this tournament. I think there's a fat chance, unfortunately, but I would like to see that. It'd be pretty funny. Looks like Hamea might get punished pretty hard for this recall. Never mind, Sylas Q'd the wave and actually saves the cannon XP. The cannon as a whole for Hamea. He gave the cannon to him. And now he's got his wave in a weird spot. He's got to walk up for a ward here. Well, it looks like we've got a Rubik's McCubix copy pasta in the chat from Mr. Fish here.
Appreciate the kind words, Fish. Thank you.
Okay, and we're going to see Team Rat get a nice recall off in the bot lane here. Got their crash completed. Sinja, once again, in kind of an awkward position. Going to try his best to poke with Q. Might look for an engage here. Not able to get too much out of it. Hamea trying to thin the wave so that it's hard for Sylas to actually get this crash off. And we do see a Mumu approaching from the back end here. And Pantheon just recalled as well. The Q is going to go wide from Grizzly Fungus, so they will not be able to follow up on Sinja, but the flash does come out.
Will Lechonka get picked here by the Twitch? Oh?
The stun goes wide as well.
Oh, Lechonka does make it out, but not to be chunked out quite a bit. He will be leaving his ADC. Oh, maybe not. This is risky.
He does have a potion ticking. But one Blitzcrank hook will be the end of him. He does have flash available, but not sure if it's going to matter against the full sum bot lane on side Rat with the Ignite as well.
Yeah. Nice poke in by Ezreal. Good thing Lechonka did back. If I was at Blitzcrank, flash Ignite, just CC him down. It would be a nice steamroll. Or Montesaurus. We do see Set get chunked out a little bit, but with Set's passive, it doesn't really matter. He'll be back to full health in no time.
Yeah, Set is sitting with a pretty nice CS lead in the top lane as well. He has a lot more minions available to grab. Really want to kind of turn a lot of attention towards the mid lane here. I mean, the bot lane is going to revolve around getting the hooks landed. We're inevitably going to be missing that, not going to lie to you. We'll try and catch it if we can, but it's one of those instant things, hard to read the play coming a lot of the times unless just looking at the wave state and seeing something possible. But, well, speaking of, ooh, stun from Brand is going to connect not to Namikio. Going to be very, very low now. Makes it that much harder to get an engagement off, especially with Brand having the side of advantage. Oh, I think Sylas W'd a minion there. That's going to make the trade really hard for him to win. He has the E2 available for Akali's E, so she will not take it. She will continue pushing the wave in. So Mumu cannot get the gank off, but could potentially look bot side here. Walking through Tribrush onto Pink Spam and Lechonka. Namikio playing very aggressively. Will hit the flash in. Will hook Ezreal. Arcane Shift is going to come through, but will they be able to 2v2 this? I think they can. A very nice bandage toss. Gonna land from Grizzly Fungus onto Lechonka, and Pink Spam just has nowhere to go. He has flash available, but he's not going to use it. It will not save him. Almost picking up a kill onto Edmontosaurus, but he will prevail. Edmontosaurus gets to hold flash. Grab his quick plate potentially. Nope, he's going to back off. Take the free reset and come back with a very nice item advantage. Potentially be able to turn that into something via roams or just some nice Twitch cheese through the laning phase.
Very nice from Rhett. And even though Namikyo died, it's not a big deal. It's Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank will, again, as long as the targets are good, Blitz will always have good value against this enemy team.
Definitely. We do see blue lava lamp In a bit of a compromising position here. Pantheon's here, but I think he knows that. He's a little afraid to walk up. Wave state is very bad for Blue Lava Lamp here, but on Scion, most of the time you'll be okay. Very good trade by Enchilada coming through. The grass proc will go to Blue Lava Lamp, able to trade back pretty nicely. Should be able to get a nice Q onto the wave, crash the whole thing in, get a little bit more damage on Angry Enchilada, and I imagine he just takes the reset here. I don't think a dive is going to be very possible. It's just a little bit too risky, and there's no point in doing so. We could see the proxy, though. Knowing that Pantheon's reset and go towards his bot side could be very possible.
Now, we did mention that Set's build, but Scion could also go the same build, and Scion also builds way more health, so that'll be beneficial again in 1v1s versus Set. Not that Scion will necessarily be able to outduel Set, but it'll mitigate a lot of that damage. Still not going to be fun to be ulted, have your Scion drop on top of you.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, we do see the first dragon go over to topper feed here.
Saving, this is game 2. Oh, there's an all-in from Mid-Montosaurus.
Oh!
You see LeChonkla go down, and the... Oh!
The stealth comes through. Is the Q going to land? The W's going to land. I guess he was just within that circle range. Pinkscam going to be hitting the ult onto Namikio. We do have flash from Pantheon. He's going to Q flash in and pick up that kill for himself. Kills on the Pantheon early is definitely what you want to see. He's going to be able to recall after this probably full clear. Get himself a nice little recall for the upcoming Void Grubs fight.
Nicely done by Stinging Chicken. And even though we don't see Pantheon jungle a lot, that is the danger of playing against Pantheon in general, but because it's jungle, you have no idea where the ult can be coming from. It can be just as scary as a Nocturne ult.
Oh, and a nice flash QR by Amuma in order to confirm the kill onto Senja. Even though he had a pretty nice item advantage against the Akali here, looks like he was losing some trades. Oh, full health ignite coming out from LeChonkla. Oh man, playing a little bit greedy.
Oh, the sun will land.
Ooh, and a nice gank by Blue Lava Lamp. Will ult into onto Stinging Chicken, who has no E available. Should go down here. A nice bandage comes through from Grizzly Fungus, but a nice stun from LeChonkla onto Blue Lava Lamp in order to ensure that he dies under tower there. Oh, please someone fix the wave. Okay, never mind. Senja's back. It's not possible. Montosaurus free farming on his own, waiting for Brand to come back down. We've got Namikio covering the river for him. Oh, we do have Silas roaming down potentially as well. Even if Namikio hooks this, it's not good for Montosaurus. He's just going to ult, and Namikio's going to go down, I think. Yeah, Silas has finally made it back in. Pink Spam able to engage off of the space that his support and mid laner have created. We do see Haumea rotating down now. The E will land onto Silas. I don't know if he's going to take it. It doesn't look like it is. Once again, that's just the interaction with Silas. He can E1, E2 into the Akali's E to completely cancel it and turn it with taking her ultimate. So, once again, nature of the matchup. Hard for Haumea to get too much done here, but regardless of that, he does have a nice little goal lead on himself. We are just seeing Grizzly Fungus land every bandage from a million miles away.
This is a pretty compromising spot for Angry Enchilada. Pretty decent wave, about to crash with Set being low. Oh, we do see the Pantheon coming in.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the flash W from Set does land and kills the Amumu. And Blue Lava Lamp will possibly also, will also be going down. And it looks so good for Team Rat there, but it's fell a little short. Unfortunate for the Pantheon.
Yeah, I mean, Set is not the most mechanically intensive chimps by any means, but honestly, Angry Enchilada played that perfectly. So we like to see it. Do have both supports roaming up to the Void Grubs here, but no top priority, so looks like Mikio might be wasting a little bit of time here. We'll just hover around the mid lane to see if they could potentially catch Silas re-entering the lane. Oh, we do Silas looking out of position, actually. And the bandage is going to land once again. Grizzly Fungus landing some fantastic bandages here. The hook will come through, and Haumea is 3-0 on the Akali. Does have ultimate available, will flash in, and probably picks up another 2 kills here. Oh my god, that is a very fed Akali, and we do not want to see that at 12 minutes in the game, ladies and gentlemen. there's a chance. There's a really big chance for Rat to win this game. We've got Montesaurus doing pretty good for himself, and we've got Hamea, who is just going to take over this game, it looks like.
Yes, sir. And with the Akali being very strong, that means that the Sylas, Ezreal, and the Brand are going to have a hard time as the game goes on from getting one shot. It will be very hard to side lane on any of those champions. Or just group at all, if Akali has ult. We do see a nice trade from Angry Enchilada onto Blue Lava Lamp, chunking out the Scion. We do have Dragon coming up. Let's see what kind of action happens down here.
It's crazy. We were seeing Blue Lava Lamp playing the early game pretty well, especially those first few levels, but I don't know. Now that Angry Enchilada got some help, and even in the solo, the hook does connect onto Lachankla, but no follow-up will be given. As I was saying, I mean, look at the CS difference in the top lane. Blue Lava Lamp having a really hard time coming back just due to the nature of the set matchup here. Even though he played those first few levels really well, it looks like he's not going to reap the benefits from it. We do have Sinja on the Sylas with the Akali ultimate. There is a really good chance that Topper Feed can win this fight. And Montesaurus playing very close. Grizzly Fungus attempting to go for the steal, but it does not land. A very nice double knockup by Blue Lava Lamp. Gonna force Lachankla to flash away. Might die to the poison, but Blue Lava Lamp will flash to secure the kill for himself anyways. Sylas could still look for a play here if Montesaurus comes into vision. But he doesn't see him.
Even though Topper Feet got the Dragon there, it was still a good follow-up by Team Rat there. And honestly, that was, either way, I think that was good from Team Rat to kind of like keep their gold lead. Well, not gold lead, but maybe keep some pressure, possibly get the objective. The set did not have TP for that, so it does look like Blue Lava Lamp lost a whole lot top lane since he did get to TP.
Yeah, that was pretty good for Blue Lava Lamp overall. We do like to see that roam. Definitely helped that fight be a lot easier for them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we do see the Pantheon ult onto Scion. And Scion will go down here.
Barely unable to pick up that kill on an Angry Enchilada. Very tanky champion, regenerating a ton. We'll be able to happily stay in, grab the next wave. Potentially even get a little tower damage down, but we have Hamea roaming up. Does not want the set to get away with it. Has one more wave he has to crash. That one did crash, actually. Set wave clear's broken. Hold on. Oh, he's gonna go for the ultimate, but can't get the W off before Hamea picks up the kill.
They're gonna go for Herald here. Now, not sure if it would have been a bad idea to possibly pressure Stinging Chicken out of his jungle. Maybe take some forward vision, but that's okay. The Herald's still a good pickup.
I should be able to secure this here. Akali going back mid to address the wave. Blue Lava Lamp gonna hover this Herald just to ensure its safety. Bot lane, not too much happening. Hook's gonna go a little bit wide from Nemekio.
Just want to point out the Akali's items right now are Lich Bane, Needlesealar Tried Tier 2 boots, and 10 stacks on Dark Seal. Will we see a Magi's later this game? Meanwhile, the Sylas only has the Lich Bane, looking very weak by comparison. But
Yeah.
we can't count Sylas out. He still has great ultimates to steal.
Ooh, and a very good gank by Stinging Chicken. Being able to stay in this lane and kind of bait this out. However, it has turned into a 4v3. Hamea is just so fed, though. He's going to be able to take down the Ezreal and the Pantheon here. And it looks like we might be seeing the Magi's angle, I'm not going to lie to you. We'll be teleporting mid. Might make an attempt to go onto the Sylas here. Has no ult available, but is still very, very strong. If she's able to just land some abilities, won't result in anything. But hey, one thing that Caesar actually explained to me that I didn't know is that if you buy Magi's, like let's say you buy Magi's and stuff just goes wrong, you lose all your stacks. Hang on. Bit of a fight coming through here. Sinja did take the ultimate, but Hamea is just too fed. That Q auto just does way too much damage. If that Q auto doesn't kill there, there's a really high chance that Sylas can outplay that, but unfortunately the Akali is just way too strong. But anyway, Caesar was explaining to me, you actually only lose 300 gold total for selling the Medjais. So it's not too bad. It's only a kill's worth of gold that you're losing by taking that high risk, high reward play of getting the Medjai Soul Stealer. So.
We do not see the Medjais. He's opting to go for the go towards his completion of Shadow Flame.
Fair enough.
We do see a second item completed on the Pantheon. We see Bork, and we do see the Black Cleaver. It's going to be very good into Sion and a Mumu. And the Blitzcrank as well. So that gives Pantheon some damage on the big tanks. And we do see a Montesaurus go down, get picked down in the mid lane by the Silas with the Akali ult.
Yeah, that is the value of Akali ult on Silas. It's just way too good. Simply way too good. Let's see if Haumea gets caught on the rotation here. He's actually going to pass straight into River into Stinging Chicken. Namikio is here to back her up, but I don't think it's going to be enough. This could be a big shutdown going over, but never mind. Akali can play the game however she wants. I forgot. Okay, we do see Grizzly Fungus making an engagement onto Sinja. He will escape using the Blast Cone. And it looks like we're going to see Topper Feed start the dragon here. A very close game we're seeing now. Pretty much dead even in gold, but we do have 3 dragons going over to Topper Feed. What will Team Rat do about this Soul Point dragon coming up in the next 5 minutes? They've got a fed mid. If they're able to just kind of match tempo in the side lane bot there, I feel like the dragon should be pretty free for them, but I think they've just had some tempo errors here preventing it from happening.
The one thing that is nice, if Topper Feed does get the Dragon Soul here, Kim's Soul is kind of a whatever soul, I believe, so it won't hurt them too much to give it away, as long as they don't give up Elder Dragon when it does matter.
Well, we see a 4-man on set angle. Not much Angry Enchilada can do in that situation. Are we going to see them transition this into a mid push into Baron? We will see. I'm going to guess no. Your most fed member is bot lane without TP. We know how Maya will easily win the side lane fight here, so what plays can we make while this is occurring is the question. Blue Lava Lamp will be ulting into Lachankla, forcing the flash away. Is able to dodge the stun. Fortunately, Grizzly Fungus in the meantime will be getting some value onto the Pantheon by landing the bandage. So we're seeing the rest of Rat rotate over. Will Namikio land the hook? He will when the Amumu ult comes through. Very, very free fight for them. We have Pink Spam coming in just fishing. Looking to see if he can get a pick onto Namikio. Potentially gonna force the flash from Namikio, and we have Angry Enchilada who TP'd into the back line. Gonna be flashing onto Montesaurus. Will pick up the kill there as well. This is a big throw by Team Rat, sending this many people into one situation and not addressing Angry Enchilada's teleport there. Haumea being bot side with no TP, they can't commit to anything too heavy, and although it may have just seemed like a set kill at first, it looks like they overstayed just a little bit.
It looks like they were trying to maybe get some more picks to prep for a Baron, but yeah, just stayed a little too long.
Yeah, I mean, your most fed member is bot lane, and it's so even in gold already that whenever you have gold more spread out on everyone else, hang on, Haumea could be going for the play here. Very, very risky. We do see Lachankla shadowing this. We'll drop a ward to kind of scare Haumea away. We'll go back for the wave here. And I imagine we see Haumea take another reset here. Never mind, no gold, going for another mid push. And the map
not
is
really
dead.
A whole lot going on right now.
The map is dead. Baron is the thing on everyone's mind.
Up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
2 minutes on the dragon.
The next fight could spell a Baron play, so I think what these two teams are going to do is opt to not go for the dragon and look for a Baron play, both sides. Because again, I think the soul for this soul doesn't really matter too much. Ooh, interesting
Yeah.
Maybe the Pantheon was there to mitigate maybe any further pushing or maybe a pick on his team.
Yeah, definitely a little too close for comfort there. Forced to flash away. Does Grizzly Fungus look for the turn is the question. His team is nearby. His team is nearby, but they're all going for the set. They don't realize Grizzly Fungus is getting picked. The ultimate is going to come through, and he may just die for a 1-5 for his team here. The Scion ult going to land onto Pink Spam. The Scion Q goes into Narnia, but I don't think it matters. Blue Lava Lamp's going to run him down at Montosaurus, coming out with the DPS. Does he win the 1v1 versus Pink Spam? He does if he sidesteps the Q like that. The flash comes through just to try and avoid the incoming Q from the Ezreal. Didn't know he was going to kill him fast enough. I respect the flash anyways. Good 1v1 by Montosaurus. And the resets come through.
Scion should be finishing his second item. We do see a third item from Montosaurus finishing the Infinity Edge. Twitch is now incredibly strong. Incredibly strong. What I would like to see from Ezreal in retaliation is a possible Frozen Heart. I haven't played Ezreal in a while, but I assume it would still not be too bad. But then there is the threat of the Akali, and it just does nothing. So maybe Ezreal needs to path into a what is it? A Maw of Malmortius possibly, but we'll see.
Ooh, the hook's gonna land onto Pink Spam. He might just go down here. Stinging Chicken gonna go onto Edmonto, but will not result in a kill for him. Oh, the Ezreal ult almost clips Edmonto there.